Here, I always like to take constructive rest, which is where you step the feet wide on the mat, let the knees fall into touch, but you can come into a corpse pose with your legs long, or even an early butterfly if you like. Let the eyes close. Feel the body settle down into the mat, releasing your weight down to the floor. I take a moment to kind of wiggle out the jaw, scrunch up the face, and just release any gripping that might be happening there. Feel your breath moving all the way down into the belly. Just notice where you're at today. Meeting yourself there without judgment. Watching as your energy lands here. Bringing yourself into your practice physically, mentally, spiritually. Just noticing what it is that you need to give to yourself today. What conversation are you having with yourself? And taking a moment to set in any intention. Take another big inhale through the nose. And open the mouth, let it go. You can start to gently draw your knees in towards your chest. And we'll just take an easy rock side to side. Any kind of organic movement here, you can circle through the knees. Open them wide. And then we'll just land the feet back on the mat, keeping the feet about hips distance apart here. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee, making our figure 4. And then start to draw your left thigh in. Just, again, an easy pigeon type of stretch to start with. So go gentle on your hip here. You can take a little rock side to side. Just a soft opening. Still breathing. Take about one more breath. You can let the left foot come down, let the right foot come down. We're just going to switch it out to the other side, crossing left ankle over right knee. Start to draw that right thigh in, and again, take some rocks if you like. Just kind of exploring the body, breathing into the spaces that need it. One more breath here. And then you can bring both feet gently back onto the mat. And pull the knees in towards your chest. We'll take a couple of rocks, forwards and backwards, along the length of your spine. We're gonna land right in our boat pose, so you'll keep your heels from hitting the mat. You can kind of tense your fingertips right behind you for a little added support here. We're gonna lift up tall through the chest, draw the belly in, and then go ahead and inhale to lengthen yourself out, and exhale to pull it back in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, inhale, exhale, 2 more, inhale, exhale, 1 more, inhale, and exhale. From here, land your feet flat on the mat and kind of tip onto your sit bones. And we're gonna pull the left ankle through, setting up for just a seated twist here. So you'll step your right foot onto the other side of your left knee, and if you need to, you can always extend your bottom leg. So both of your sit bones stay down on the mat. We'll ground down and lift up, and then as you exhale, wrapping the left arm around the right knee, turn yourself around to the right side. Bringing a very little amount of weight into your right fingertips. Use them to encourage your spine to lift on the inhale, and exhale, twist a little deeper. We'll take 1 more breath. Slowly coming around through center. We're just gonna switch out the legs right away, getting to the other side. So stepping the left foot just outside the right knee, making sure both of your sit bones are down. We'll inhale to lift, and exhale, wrapping the right arm around to come to your left side. Again, inhale, lift a little bit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. 1 more breath. We'll slowly come all the way around through center. From here, you can just kind of crisscross at your ankles and flip it over into a tabletop. We'll ground well through the palms, and here taking a little bit of movement, shaking it out. It can be cat-cow or just anything that feels organic to you. Then we're going to step the knees all the way together to touch and tuck all 10 toes underneath your feet, coming to sit on the heels for a toe squat. So this is a pretty intense stretch for the feet. If you feel like you need a little bit of relief, you can always come up, and take a break, or you can slide some kind of prop underneath your knees, and that's going to take some of the weight out of your feet. And we're going to be here for a little bit. So again, take breaks as you need to, but I was thinking how our feet are getting a lot less action than they're used to, right? We're not really walking around so much. So probably pretty good to give them a little stretch. So we're going to add a little neck stretch here as well. So just finding length in both sides of the neck to start with. And then as you exhale, let your right ear fall down to your right shoulder, and you can gently land the right hand on top of the head without pulling. And then you might energize your left fingertips down towards the mat a little bit. And here you can play with moving the chin around, just moving that stretch and breathing. Finding maybe your juiciest spot and taking a couple extra breaths there. Take about 1 more breath here on this side. And then bringing your right hand over towards your right ear, use that hand to press your head up. And let's take a little break for the feet. You can come forwards into a tabletop and just tap out the tops of your feet onto the mat. And then we'll just come right back into that same toe squat for the other side of neck stretch. You'll come down. Try to release any gripping in the thighs so your weight really comes onto your heels. And then we'll take a little lift through the very top of the head and exhale, letting your left ear fall over to your left shoulder. Left hand can gently land on top. Drop both of your shoulders down, and then maybe even reaching your right fingertips down to increase your stretch and When you're ready, you can start to find just a little bit of movement. Breathe. Take another breath. Bring your left hand over towards your left ear. Use that hand to press your head up and then release. Again, coming back into your tabletop, we'll take a little tap out, tops of the feet. And then keeping your knees together, come back to sit on your heels, and we'll just take a little counter stretch here. So sitting on your heels, you're gonna already feel the counter stretch. Notice if your heels really fall out to the sides, you can increase the stretch by pulling your heels closer together before you sit down. And then you can go even deeper into that by leaning back onto your palms and letting your knees float a little bit off of the mat. Really getting into the fronts of the ankles and the tops of the feet. Breathe. Soften the jaw. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, pushing the floor away, rock yourself all the way up and over into your tabletop position again. And then from here, we'll tuck the toes and lift the hips, coming into your downward facing dog. And you can take some petals. And then from here, I want you to step your feet about as wide as the mat. Grounding really well through the hands. We're gonna bend both knees really deeply, like you're kind of in this like frog launching position. And then go ahead and shoot yourself forwards into a plank pose and exhale, taking a push-up. Inhale, press it back up. Exhale, bend your knees, frog, launch. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, frog. A couple more like that. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, frog. Make sure your belly stays firm. That's going to make it a lot easier, especially in the push-ups. Go at your own pace here. We'll take a couple more. Breathe. Doesn't have to be a really deep push-up, so it might just be a micro bend in the elbows. Let's take one more. Coming back into your frog position, and then just straighten your legs. You can step your feet a little closer so you're back in your kind of regular down dog. Breathe here, notice. And then we'll just soften the knees and take a walk coming to the top of the mat, finding your forward fold. Keeping the knees bent, we'll sweep hands all the way back behind your low back, interlacing fingers together, and then drawing the knuckles away from the low back as you let the head drop. Shaking a little side to side. Staying really grounded through both of your feet. Take about one more breath here. Bring your fist to your low back first and then drop your fingertips all the way down. Pressing down into your feet, take a slow roll all the way up. Coming all the way up into your Tadasana, letting your shoulders slide down and back at the top. With an inhale, sweep your hands high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and step your right foot back, finding a lunge. High up on your fingertips, take an inhale to lengthen through your lunge. Exhale, planting your hands, step your left foot back, find your plank. Shifting forwards to your tippy toes, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale, pressing back, down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale to sweep your right leg up high. Exhale, bend the knee, open up that hip really big. Inhale, straighten the leg, square it off. And exhale, step it all the way through. Taking an inhale here to lengthen your lunge. Exhale, step your left foot forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, left foot goes back. Take a big inhale, stretch it out, press through the heel. Exhale, plant the palm, step the right foot back. Plank pose. Shifting forwards to your tippy toes, your choice, lower all the way or halfway, chaturanga. Sliding into your back bend, press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, scoop it back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Bend the knee, open it up. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, step it all the way through. Take the inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, hop forwards. Halfway lift, lengthen. And fold. Sweep the hands all the way up. And hands to your heart. Again, sweeping up on the inhale. And folding down on your exhale. Inhale to lengthen, flat back. This time we'll exhale, fold. You can step, or jump right to your chaturanga, taking your choice of a flow. You're always welcome to skip and take a child's pose or go straight to down dog as well. We'll take a full breath here at the top. And then bringing the big toes together to touch. Lift your heels, bend your knees, look forwards. Here you can step, walk, or hop, coming to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen when you get there. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep your hands high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's drop hands down by your sides, Tadasana. Landing yourself here. Coming back to your breath. Coming back to your intention. Let's start to shift the weight into the left foot. We're going to inhale, sweep the hands up, lift your right knee up towards your chest. Flex your right foot, cross it over the left knee, and sit down for a figure four stretch. Hands can come to heart center, or hands can always drop down to your mat, or if you have props there. Think about squaring the hips here. So you might need to kind of pick up the right sit bone a little bit. Lengthening out of the waist, breathe. Sit a little bit deeper. One more breath. Really grounding into that left foot, we're going to sweep the hands back up, pull the right knee back up towards your chest. And exhale, high lunge. Step that right foot back with control. Take a big inhale here as you land and lift through your fingertips. And then exhale, sweep your fingertips behind you and hinge your spine forwards. Finding this kind of power lunge as you press through the back heel, draw the belly up into the low back. Find that long line from your heel all the way up to the top of your head. Strong through both of your legs. Take another inhale. As you exhale, windmill that open into a warrior two. Taking a moment to land here, letting your hips get nice and low. Feel that stretch you open. Take another breath. With an inhale, fly up to center. You'll pivot your left toes a little bit forwards, pivot your right toes just a smidge to the right, and we're going to bend the right knee coming into a high skandasana. Flex your left toes off of the mat as you press your sit bones back, and same strong belly flat back here. Keeping that right foot fully grounded, both legs strong. Take another breath. With your inhale, press back up through center. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your feet. From here, windmill your right hand down and your left hand up, coming into a low lunge twist. Your back heel lifts as you sweep the hands. Press back through the right heel as you spin the chest up towards the left fingertips. Take another big inhale. We're gonna stay down here. I want you to plant your right palm really well if it's not already on the mat. And then turn your left toes all the way to the left as your pinky toe edge of your right foot comes down onto the mat. So kind of like you're in a side plank with your left leg, like a little kickstand. And then really strong in the right arm, we're gonna let the right hip drop and reach your left fingertips straight back. Pausing here. Enjoy that nice big stretch on the right side of the body. Breathe. One more. We're gonna inhale to lift that back up. Wiggle your left foot back to the top of the mat and kick your right leg up into a standing split. Dropping the head, lifting the heel. Breathe. Soften the jaw. Take another inhale and exhale, bring your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step, step, or jump, taking your choice of a flow, and we'll meet in a down dog. Breathing here at the top. And then bringing big toes together, lift your heels. Step, walk, or jump, top of the mat. Inhale for lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands all the way up. And exhale, Tadasana, drop your hands all the way down. All right, that's our flow for today. So we're gonna do the other side and we'll start to build onto it as we move through a few times. So let's start to press into the right foot. Inhale the left knee up as the hands lift. Exhale, cross that ankle over the knee and sit down. Figure four stretch. Breathing here. See if you can find a lot of length in the low back so your tailbone's not tipping up. Point it a little bit more down as you hug the belly muscles in. We'll take about one more breath. We're going to press firmly into that right foot and come back up to stand, arms up, left knee up. Exhale, high lunge, gently, slowly step your left foot back. Take an inhale here to lift, and then exhale, power lunge, fingertips sweep back as you tilt your heart forwards. Notice here if your right hip wants to come forwards with you, can you keep pressing the right hip back, squaring your hips just like our lunge, draw the belly in, firm up both of your legs. Take another inhale. Exhale, open that up, warrior two. Soften yourself into it here. Adjust your feet however you might need to. Take one more breath. Inhale to fly up to center. You'll pivot your right toes a little bit to the side. Pivot your left toes a little to the back. High Skandasana. Bend your left knee. Flex your right foot. Again, long spine. Find space on both sides of your waist here. Open across the chest. Breathe. One more breath. Inhale, press down, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two, pivot your feet. Windmill your left hand down and your right hand all the way back up into a low lunge twist, picking up your left heel. Find that length from your heel all the way up to the top of your head. Take about one more big inhale. As you exhale, make sure that left palm is really planted. We're going to turn the right toes to the side as the pinky toe edge of the back foot comes down. Really strong in the left arm. You can reach the right fingertips straight back as you let the left hip fall a little bit down and get that big stretch. Breathe. One more breath. With an inhale, press down to sweep that right hand back up, turning the right toes forwards. Kick the left leg high, coming into your standing split. Keep the hips as square as you can by dropping the outer left hip down, picking up through the right hip. Really lengthen the spine towards the floor. Take another inhale and exhale, feet come together, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and take your choice of a flow. Again, always the option to skip it. Taking a breath at the top. Bring your big toes together, lift your heels. Step, walk, or jump, coming to the top. Halfway lift when you get there. And fold. Sweep the hands all the way up. And hands down through center. Tadasana. Take a breath. All right, let's take it again. We'll shift the weight to the left foot, pick up the right knee, pick up the hands, big inhale. Flex the foot, cross it over, sit down, figure four stretch. Take a full breath in, try to square the hips, sit down a little deeper, breath out. Inhale, rise back up to stand, right knee comes with. Exhale, right into your power lunge. So as you step back, take your tilt forwards, draw the belly in, press the left hip back. Take a big inhale to stretch really long, and exhale, warrior two, open it up. From here, inhale, fly up to center, pivot your feet. Exhale, right knee bends, high skandasana, flex your left foot up. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two. Windmill right into your low lunge twist. The right hand lands, the right heel lifts. We'll take a big inhale here. As you exhale, plant your right palm, turn your left toes, and come onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot. With your next inhale, burst yourself back up into your standing split, right leg kicks high. And exhale, feet come together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step, step, or jump, and take your flow. Breathing in and breathing out. Big toes touch, lift the heels, step, walk, or jump, top of the mat. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold. Inhale, hands to the sky. And exhale, hands down through center, Tadasana. Right to the other side, shift the weight to your right foot, pick your left knee up, hands up, inhale. Exhale, figure four, cross it over, sit down. Take a full breath in, sit a little deeper, breath out. Inhale, rise up strong, standing leg. Exhale, power lunge, tilt it back. Breathing in, lengthen. Stay for the breath out, firm that belly up. Take another inhale. Exhale, warrior two, open. Inhale, rise up to center, pivot your feet. Exhale, left knee bends, high skandasana, right toes flex. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, warrior two. Windmill, your left hand goes down, your right hand lifts, lift the back heel, take a big inhale. As you exhale, plant the left palm, turn the left foot, turn your right toes to the right. Inhale, come back up right into your standing split, kick the left leg high. Exhale, forward fold, step it down. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold, step, step, or jump, and take it all the way back. We'll meet in down dog. Taking a full breath here at the top. All right, let's bring big toes together, lift the heels, make your way to the top of the mat, lengthen there, and fold it down. Inhale, hands to the sky, and exhale, hands down. One more time through that sequence. Press into your left foot, pick your right knee up, hands up. Exhale, cross your ankle over. This time, maybe your hands stay lifted as you sit down. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, rise up high. Exhale, power lunge. Maybe hands stay out in front of you. Full breath in, full breath out. One more inhale, really reach. Exhale, warrior two, open it up. Inhale, rise up to center, pivot your feet. Again, maybe hands stay lifted in your high skandasana. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, warrior two. We're going to windmill the hands down, coming into your low lunge twist. Left hand lifts. We're going to add on a little bit here. Walk your right fingertips a little in front of you and pick your right leg up into a twisted half moon. Press through the right heel and think about really spinning your chest up. Take another big inhale. Where can you find more space? On the exhale, gently land back in your low lunge twist, just tapping the right toes down. We'll plant the right palm and come into that kind of big outer right hip stretch, dropping the right hip, turning the left toes. And then from here, we're going to come into a forearm plank. So you're going to drop your elbows down and just kick your left leg back. Take a moment to find your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Press back through both of your heels. And then float your right toes just off the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, press it back, tap the toes down. Tap your knees down so you're in like a half forearm plank. So your belly is still engaged. You're going to start to press into the palms and lift your elbows. And then exhale, see if you can do it at the same time, both elbows down. Again, both elbows at the same time. If you can, press down and lift. And exhale, lower. 2 more like that. Inhale to lift. Belly is firm. Exhale to lower. 1 more. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. From here, step your knees wide on the back of the mat and walk your hands all the way back, child's pose. You might sweep your arms back by your sides. From here, walk your fingertips underneath your shoulders, come up into a seat, and step your knees closer together to touch. From here, we'll sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, big circle, reach them back behind you, tent the fingertips up, and with an inhale, tuck your tailbone, scoop your pelvis up, open your whole front body up to the ceiling. Take another inhale. Exhale, gently lower. Walk yourself out into a tabletop. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. From here, you can shift forwards into your plank, taking your flow if you want it. Otherwise, you can stay in your down dog, and we'll meet back there. Full breath in, and big breath out. All right, that's our final flow. We'll take that one more time on the other side. Let's bring big toes together. Step forwards or jump. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to the sky. And hands all the way down. We'll shift the weight into the right foot. Left knee comes up, arms left. Flex the foot, cross it over again. Maybe hands stay lifted as you sit your butt back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, rise back up nice and solid. Exhale, hands might stay lifted as you come into your power lunge. Draw the belly in. Press the right hip back. Take another inhale. Exhale, warrior two, open it. Inhale to fly up, pivot your feet. Again, hands might stay lifted as you bend your left knee, reach your arms straight out in front of you. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale, warrior two. Windmill your hands into your low lunge twist. Right hand goes high. And then from here, walk your left fingertips forwards as you lift your left leg into your half moon twist. Pause. Find the shape. Strong through the right foot, pressing down. Feel a little lift in the right hip. Press the left foot back, and then can you turn your heart more up towards your right hand? Take another inhale. Exhale, gently land back in your low lunge twist. Just step the left foot back. Plant the left palm. Turn your right toes to the right as you land on the pinky toe edge of your left foot. This time we're going to inhale, sweep the right hand forwards, and come into your forearm plank, dropping the elbows as you sweep the right foot back. Take a moment to find your forearm plank nice and solid. We're going to float the left toes up this time, and exhale, pull the knee to your left arm. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, press it back, and then tap your knees to the mat, keeping the belly firm. Press into your palms and lift your elbows. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Really use the belly to help you. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Slide your knees wide and walk your hands back. Child's pose. Breathe. Let it go. Once again, we're going to round our way up into a seat. Slide your knees together to touch. Sweep your arms up high. Big circle. So let this be a big shoulder stretch as you reach your arms back behind you. Tense your fingertips. And with an inhale, scoop yourself up. Really reaching the tailbone to the creases behind your knees. Find length in the low back. Opening up. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower it down. Walk yourself into your tabletop, tucking the toes, down dog. And again, you can shift it forwards, coming through your plank, take your flow, or skip it. Full breath in at the top. Big exhale. All right. Let's inhale the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, find your way into your pigeon pose. Right knee, right wrist. Take your time here. Starting to slow things down. Find that big lift through the chest. And exhale when you're ready to come down. Wiggle out the jaw and the tongue. Notice the energy in your body and let it slow down. Take another full inhale and big exhale. We'll slowly press our way back up onto palms. We're going to let the right hip fall to the mat and go ahead and swing your left shin up and over, stacking 2 shins parallel to the top edge of your mat. So get your foot on your knee and not so much in the crease of your knee if you can. You can always slide a prop in between your knee and your ankle here if you need a little support. And then let's just take a big inhale, reach the arms up over your head. And exhale, start to pour yourself straight down through center. Breathe. Take another full breath here. So to walk your way back up into a seated position, use your hands to untangle your legs, stepping the feet onto the mat in front of you. From here, we're going to ground the sit bones and float the heels up, coming into that kind of supported boat pose again. Draw the belly in, lift the chest, take an inhale. Stay for the exhale, firm up the belly. Next inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. From here, crisscross at your ankles. Flip yourself all the way over. You can jump back into a flow. You can step back, or you can come right to downward facing dog and take a little shake. From here, other side, let's sweep the left leg high. Bend the knee, open it up. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, gently slide it forwards, coming into your pigeon. Take your time. Taking a moment to climb high up on your fingertips, finding that big stretch in the front of your right hip. And then exhale, lengthening forwards. About one more breath here. Slowly, gently press your way back up onto your palms. Let your left hip fall. And we'll swing the right shin up and over, coming into our double pigeon. Again, stacking foot to knee. Ground your sit bones, sweep your arms up. Big inhale. And exhale, gently fold yourself down. Let your fingertips kind of walk out really wide here. Take another breath. So walk your fingertips in to lift yourself back up. You can uncross your legs, step the feet flat on the mat in front of you, and then this time we're just going to let the knees fall right open into a butterfly. Take a little wiggle to ground your sit bones. Lift up again through the spine, and then exhale to fold. Take a full inhale. Easy exhale. Slowly press your way all the way back up. You can close your knees up like a book and shimmy your way up, coming to the top of your mat. We'll ground the sit bones and lift the spine, reach your fingertips out. Option to float your knee or float your heels again if you like, otherwise the feet can stay grounded. Either way, you're getting one more little core exercise. We'll start to slowly roll it down. Breathe. And then when you get there, you can slide your heels all the way up towards your sit bones, keeping your feet parallel, toes pointing forwards. With an inhale, press down and lift your hips, bridge pose. Exhale, gently lower your hips back down. Inhale, press down and lift. Exhale, gently lower. We'll add the arms. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms up, back behind you. Exhale, hands and hips return. Two more like that. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale, sweep it open. And exhale, gently lower. Step your feet wide on the mat. Let your knees fall in to touch. And they can stay there or they can take a little windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center and step your feet a little closer together. We're going to take one more figure four here, just crossing the right ankle over the left knee. And then this time we're going to let that right foot kind of pull both legs to the right. So So you might shimmy your hips a little to the left here. You can spread your arms open wide. Letting that right foot kind of hook your left knee down. Take another breath. Slowly float yourself back up. You can release the right foot down, bring the hips to center. We'll just take the other side, hooking the left ankle to the right knee. You might move your hips a little to the right as your left foot pulls your right knee down to the left. Take about one more breath here. Take your time, coming back to center. We'll step the feet flat to the mat. All right, from here we're going to move our way into an inversion practice. So I invite you to really play with any inversion that you're working on in your practice. A couple of options going from gentle to more challenging. If you have a wall next to you, shimmy your booty up next to the wall and just kick your legs up. All right, we did some hard work today. You can just enjoy a supported inversion. To go a little bit further than that, you can pinch your shoulder blades together, kicking up into your shoulder stand, catching your low back in your hands. And to go a little bit further than that, you might flip yourself all the way up and over, coming onto your forearms, interlace your fingers, flatten your pinky finger edge onto the mat, bring the top of your head down, just barely touching the mat, and tuck your toes, pike your hips up. You can also do this with the wall behind you. You'll play with lifting one leg, maybe just holding there, maybe lifting the other leg. And if you feel ready, you can lift that one leg and then see about floating the other leg up. If you're coming into your headstand practice, whenever you're ready to come down, you're going to come into child's pose. Take a few beats there. If you're making your way through a shoulder stand, you're welcome to move your way to a plow, and then ultimately a fish pose. Take a few more moments of whatever inversion and counter pose you're working on. There's no rush. If anybody has a question, wants to workshop for a moment, just shout it out. And then whenever you're ready, again, no rush at all. You can come back to your back and draw the knees into the chest. From here, we'll slide the arms between the knees, grab the feet for happy baby. Take a little movement here. Anything else you feel like you need, rock, maybe stretch the legs. And then when you feel ready, you can start to slide your way into Shavasana. Letting your whole body just kind of spill open on the mat. Letting the breath heavy you down. Let your body stay soft and heavy. So you bring awareness back to your breath. Start to find some little movements, waking yourself up. Stretch your arms over your head, reach for your toes. And today we're going to take a little extra stretch here. We're going to grab onto the left wrist with the right hand and just give your left side a little bit of a pull. Breathe. And then go ahead and switch the grip over to the right wrist and give that a little bit of a pull. Then you can release the hands and step your feet onto the mat and just roll off to either side, taking your fetal position. Keeping the eyes closed. Really take your time here, pressing up into a seat. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Taking a moment to check back in with yourself. Taking a moment to thank yourself for your practice and all the ways that you're choosing to take care of yourself during this time. Take one more big inhale through the nose and open the mouth, letting it go. I want to thank you guys so much for practicing with me. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Nice work. It's good one. So I hope you're feeling good. Yeah, have a great Friday. It's Friday. Woo! It's like every day is the same. But it's so nice to see you guys. I know I say that every day, but I really mean it every day. So thank you for being here. And as you probably already know, there's no 11 a.m. classes Saturday, Sunday, but I'll be back on here for the Sunday Night Yin and restorative class. So I hope to see you then. Bye, take care.